awesome things to do in Fairfax County. So there's always lots of stuff going on throughout the county. We have lived here for 9 years.
Yep.
And this is our first time, but we went apple picking. We took the kids apple picking. It was something they had been wanting to do. Our oldest son mentioned it. I never thought of doing farm labor as a day off from school activity, but hey,
I don't know. That
the kid brought it up, and so we did. We had a good time though. We actually enjoyed. We actually went out to our farm in Markham, Virginia. It was only an hour from our front door, hour and 2 minutes from our front door to this apple orchard you had a view of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Right.
And so we took the kids there. That was really cool. During this time of year, there's so many apple orchards between Maryland and Virginia. So we went ahead and did that, making so much apple pie this weekend and apple butter. I'm making apple cider. We got way too many apples. But there's also, Halloween is in a few weeks. So we have the haunted houses and fall festivals. Cox Farm, which is probably like the most popular farm in Northern Virginia. Everybody knows it, especially if you have kids. They have their, their fall festival, their pumpkin patch, corn maze, all that jazz. And so that is a huge thing that a lot of families visit every year. We've been with our kids when they were younger. And then at night, they have their the Fright Festival. And so it is one of the scariest haunted houses. Are you sharing your screen? So that's Theodore.
That's Theodore. That's us picking apples.
Picking some apples. That's Abraham II in the background.
Mm-hmm. And this is our loot.
That's our
loot.
That's our loot there.
Also, we should tell them at this apple picking place, for $20, you can get like this.
A half a bushel.
And so
we got 2 of those bags. So we got a whole bushel.
Yes.
Ended up being over 100 apples.
That's a lot of apples, okay? So just you're warned. We're warning you now, right? Sure, you're like $20. What's $20? It's a lot of apples. That's what it is. It's a lot of apples.
You could never get this many apples at the supermarket for $40.
Not at all.
Never. Tracy asked where we went. We went to Heartland Orchard. Like I said, it's in Markham. We're in Kingstown, and kid you not, we got there an hour and 2 minutes. I could not believe how quickly we were able to get. So we had a great time at Heartland Orchard. Shockingly, the kids liked it.
They did like it, but our kids are crunchy like their environment now. I mean, we're from the city.
Yes,
so
I was saying they're not crunchy
people.
Like their parents, because we are not pick your own apple people.
Yes.
Abraham always says he fishes at Whole Foods.
I do fish at Whole I'm so successful at fishing because I go to Whole Foods, and also they clean the fish for you too. I like to joke to people that I have some of the softest hands on a grown man you've ever seen. They're well moisturized, and I'm just not built for manual labor, right? I'm built for air conditioning.
Matter of fact, you did not pick a single apple.
I'm not supposed to.
He just held the camera. He held the camera.
Hey, Tracy. So now I will say this. If you're going to go to the orchard, do not wear good shoes. Right? It's nasty out there. Our kids' shoes look like hot garbage right now. We had to throw them in the washing machine once we got home.
Mm-hmm. We wore our hiking boots though,
we wore hiking boots, so we were fine. Also, you don't want to wear nice looking clothes. Like you can see the boys, they're a little nice looking. Don't do that. Don't do what we did. Sure, you can have one of those cute Instagram photo sessions.
Well, that's why we didn't put them in real clothes, because they're we are not putting on corduroy pants to go and mess around in the mountains.
Look how much fun they're having doing labor.
I wish he looked that happy doing the dishes. That's what I wish.
Yeah, so this is another great thing about living in Fairfax County. This place is only an hour away from our house. So we live in Kingstown. That's amazing.
I told Abraham we're driving up there. I was like, an hour this way and we made it to this orchard, but an hour in the other direction would have been in Baltimore.
That's true.
And I think that's one of the things we like best about living here is that there are so many options for us as far as entertainment.
Right. Yeah.
Some of the apple orchards, I think it's Stingham. They have a winery. It's an apple orchard. You can go pick some apples and also stop by the winery.
Exactly. That's the orchard. If you like labor, farm labor for fun, or if you have friends, we have a friend on Facebook that be showing us all these great photos of her kids doing these farm labor tasks, and I wanted to try it. I can't lie.
You influenced Abraham II to do this.
I did. Yes. I did trick my son into thinking that he wanted to do this, and then he mentioned it to me later on. Right? That's parenting. I'm a Jedi parent
right there.
That's a Jedi parent right there. So then we went, because like I said, I have a Facebook friend that does this stuff, and I got to say, it's not fun. It's not fun at all.
But I just want to say, I told you her kids were younger than ours. I said she still has littles. Little kids like that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, it's cute when your kid is 3 and 6. Our
Right.
boys we have a tween and a teen, but
Yeah.
they had a good
They had a good
time.
time. They had a good time.
So that, I mean, that was nice. That was
Yes.
nice. Speaking of winery, just really quick, I had another thing on here. The Mount Vernon Fall Wine Festival is coming up. And so they're going to have 18 Virginia wineries there. So that would be pretty cool to attend. Tickets are $49 for members and $59 for non-members. Abraham and I used to be members at Mount Vernon a couple years ago.
Right.
So if you're not familiar with George Washington's Mount Vernon, it is his former estate. And so it's actually a really cool place to visit. We used to go there for like their holiday events or whatever. So that was really nice. We haven't been back in a couple years though. I think it's cool to do like when you first move here.
Yes.
I think that it's, it's a bit of history. You take a tour of the mansion, you eat in the restaurant, you
It's
go
cool.
to one or
It's
two of
cool.
their events.
They
And then
have the little theater as well that you can watch the video. The video is really informative.
You're over it.
Yeah.
We did it a couple years ago. I think we're good for now. This past weekend, there's a new restaurant that opened. There's this guy I used to follow years ago on Instagram. He used to do like these food trucks, and it's called Kitchen Cray. And so he ended up opening a couple restaurants, one in Maryland, one in DC. And then we went to an event at the Salamander, at the end of August.
Right.
We went to, it was the
family reunion.
The family reunion at the Salamander, which was a bunch of Black chefs from all over who did barbecue. And so he ended up being there.
Well, wasn't it? Well, our session was the barbecue, but wasn't it different?
They had other types of food on
Right,
we went on the first day and it was barbecue, but there was other types of food and a whole bunch of events for people who stayed at the resort throughout that weekend. And so the chef ended up being there. Well, lo and behold, I just looked them up on Instagram a few days later and I found out that there was a restaurant opening in Kingstown. So I followed the Instagram page. And
we live in Kingstown.
We live in Kingstown.
Yes.
And so I kept stalking it for like the last month and a half. Like, when is this place going to open? I couldn't find any more information about a date. And finally, they posted something last week saying that they were going to do a soft opening for the month of October. And so every weekend for the month of October, they're doing a soft opening where you can go in and try the food. And so we went there this past Saturday. We went to Kitchen Cray Kingstown. We had a good time. The food was phenomenal.
Oh yes, and it was a soft opening, so we thought that the food was going to be
expectations were on the ground.
Yes,
like low expectations.
Also, we're great cooks too.
Both of us. We're Southern. We're from New Orleans. We both cook really well. Everything we make at home is from scratch.
Exactly.
Like everything. So we're pretty hard on restaurants.
Exactly. Also, when friends invite us over for dinner, we just let them know, hey, let's just enjoy the food or enjoy our company, right? Let's not talk about the food.
Let's not worry about the food,
because we don't want to tell you the truth. You know, and some people can't cook, but then they cook for people.
So then we tend to host majority of the dinner parties. Like, you know what, you guys come on over.
We do.
Bring some ice. Bring ice.
Right, they're ice people.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Excellent. So this is these are some photos from Kitchen Cray. We had the
mambo shrimp. That's the appetizer we had,
which was great. Nice size shrimp. Hopefully they keep this same size shrimp throughout the opening of the restaurant. Then great cutlery. As you can see, these are photos taken with the Sony Mark 7, my favorite camera. Here we go right here. This is it. I love this little camera. It's always with me. They have great cutlery. This is the entree. We didn't have another appetizer. We just had one appetizer?
We had one appetizer.
Okay.
Because this was brunch. It was
right. This is the brunch. So this is the French toast and fried chicken thigh. It's just fried chicken.
Fried chicken, but it was dark meat.
But it was dark meat, which is the best meat on the chicken. The French toast. If you've been to Baltimore, there's a place called Blue Moon Cafe that sells Captain Crunch French toast. This tastes like that slightly, right? Just I would say it's not as crunchy.
It's not as sweet. Yeah, and I feel like the Captain Crunch French toast can sometimes be too sweet. So this was like perfect.
But if you're gonna go to Baltimore, you have to go to Blue Moon Cafe and get the Captain Crunch French toast. We'll talk about, I guess we'll do one of these segments where we'll talk about Baltimore.
Okay.
Because we love going to the inner harbor of Baltimore.
We love Baltimore.
Because it reminds us of home because there's a little bit of crime and then also there's great food. There is. It is. It's like that. It's like that. Like you like when you're walking around in Baltimore, like you feel like you gotta be looking like you're on a swivel.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
With my crossbody purse.
Exactly.
But we do love
Baltimore. I put my wallet in my front pocket, but then the food is great.
Yes, food is great.
Excellent. Yes, so the French toast were great. The fried chicken was perfectly fried. So kudos to them for frying chicken properly. Right. Okay, so this is your dish.
Yeah, so I had the catfish and grits. And again, Southern girl, I like my grits a certain way. This was fantastic. They also had crawfish in it. And again, crawfish outside of Louisiana, I'm like, I don't know. But this was actually really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, we would go back, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I make great grits. Actually, in college, my roommate, Gil, he was from Long Island. And I asked him, I said, hey, I'm gonna make some breakfast. Do you want some? And he was like, sure. He said, what you gonna make? I said, I'm gonna make some grits. He was like, grits? What is grits? And I was like, oh, grits? I thought he was playing. But he's like, no. He said, what is this thing called grits? And I said, oh, I'm gonna make it for you. And then when you have it, you could just, you'll make up your own mind what it is. And so I made him some cheesy grits and he licked the plate. This place makes grits.
They make good grits.
That are almost worth licking the plate. I also felt like the sauce was good, right?
Yes, the catfish was fried perfectly. It wasn't too hard. The food was just good. Yes. And again, we just have a hard time when we go out to eat because we're so picky. And so it was great to go here and everything was good. Like we had dessert. So let me just say this.
Go ahead.
We love the food.
Yes.
The brunch had a very DC 25 and under, or maybe 30 and under. I think we're just a little long in the tooth.
Right.
We're
40.
We're almost 40.
Well, she's older than me.
I am 3 months older than this man. But
still
I will say that there was a lot of loud music. Now, the music wasn't current music, so it was most music when we were in college. So the music was like 15, 20 years ago. Yes. So the music wasn't bad. It's just that it was so loud and we're like in the middle of the suburbs and I'm just like, I've never heard anything. But I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I just think it definitely had like DC vibes, like DC brunch vibes.
So this is the dessert that I had, which was the banana pudding. This banana pudding, there's a restaurant called...
It's a bakery.
A bakery called...
Magnolia Bakery.
Magnolia Bakery. This banana pudding tastes just like it. Almost identical.
Pretty much,
to it.
So Magnolia Bakery is a bakery out of New York City, but they're famous for their banana pudding, and I have their cookbook. So we discovered their banana pudding years ago. It's our go-to recipe when we make banana pudding.
I actually make it better than
the lies you tell on the internet.
I do make it better. Come on now. Can you admit?
Anyway, so we both enjoyed this banana pudding. I just want to say this serving was big enough for 2-3 people.
Oh, absolutely. This bowl is deceptively small on the picture.
That's a soup bowl.
Yes.
Like it was a lot of banana pudding. But anyway,
it's good.
It was really good.
It was delicious. It tastes just like Magnolia Bakery.
Yeah. And then I had the rum cake, which was also very good. Although I have to say I ate
rum
more.
Forward.
It was rum forward, which is what
you can kind of see it right here. There's a little
so it was really good. I loved everything. I had some of everything. Right, I eat off his plate. So.
See that? That's the rummy.
Yeah,
rummy part right there.
Anyway, we really enjoyed the restaurant. I'm looking forward to when they open. He said it'll be sometime before Thanksgiving. So I'm looking forward to when they officially open, so we can go back again.
Absolutely, it'll be a great experience. I'm glad that we could walk there, right? So,
yeah, I mean it's really within walking distance. We used to go to the restaurant that was there that previously was at that spot. Yeah, we're really excited about having a new restaurant. One of the things about being in Northern Virginia, when you're in Fairfax County, you have a lot of chain restaurants.
Yes.
And so people often ask like, well, when are we gonna get something new? Or they wanna have another place, another option to go to.
Right.
And so we wanted to make sure that we went out, we checked it out, and also that we told our neighbors and friends about it because it's rare that we get something that's not a chain restaurant in this area.
That's true. So my name is Abraham Walker. This is Crystal Walker, and we are with the Ask a Walker team. We're a husband and wife real estate team. In the future, we're going to be coming live, on Wednesdays?
Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, right? So schedule it, set it in your calendar. So that's it for the show. We'll see you on next week.
Excellent.
Peace.